tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They go play action now. Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
The Colts had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now, they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But if they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he returns this to the 22.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Brewer. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Here's Carson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brewer out right to Bourne.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Ready, go.
They run again with Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Off play action. Brewer. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. To throw on 2nd down. Brewer. They'll run the screen with Carson. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30, to about the 33-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to it.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Now Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. This is Lazard.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Brewer. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Brewer.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run it with Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Brewer.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Ready, go.
This is Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now it's Carson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is really pulling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ready, break.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still 3rd down.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Brewer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
Brewer. Again, it's Carson with another catch.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Brewer rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the Colts coming out now.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Even though they gave it more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Yeah. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
From the 22.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Brewer.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
On the move past the 40.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tua Tagovailoa, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime, plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Ready, break. Check, opposite. Hill, alert.
Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25 on second down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Call it a loss of 5, a big
Up with the sack here. No doubt about it. He's having himself a game.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Lawrence.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Chris Jones providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Looking to throw.
Brewer.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Off play action.
Brewer.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there. I was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. On first down, it's Carson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on first down. Brewer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
David Onyemata forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
In trouble, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. On the return is Cohen. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 83 yards rushing here for Edwards-Helaire. It's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports.
Lawrence will throw.
It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he fends him off. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Brewer got the connection here to Bourne. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Brewer, he finds his man, complete. That's Peters.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Carson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out right to Bourne. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Brewer. They'll run the screen with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Brewer. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Up the middle they go. It's Carson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brewer. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Brewer. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to throw. Brewer. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing on third and long. Brewer. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Here's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run on first down. Carson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they will take a knee here. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Atlanta, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.